My fiance's aunt told me I wasn't real family yet, just the Airbnb host for her huge 4th of July weekend. So I treated her exactly like a terrible guest, and she was not prepared for the checkout fees. My fiancé, Ethan, had to leave for a 3-day emergency work trip right before we were supposed to host his extended family for a massive barbecue. The very same 3 days, his overbearing Aunt Carol decided to arrive early at our newly renovated farmhouse, supposedly to help set up. The exact second Ethan's truck left the driveway, Carol summoned me into my own kitchen. She slapped a 3-page color-coded itinerary on the counter. It was filled with absolutely crazy demands. Hand-pressing 80 beef patties, deep cleaning the guest bathrooms, and driving 40 miles just to buy her specific imported sparkling water. I looked at her ridiculous list and politely suggested we just order catering from the local barbecue joint to save us both a massive headache. Carol gave me this sickening, fake sweet smile and let out a condescending laugh. "Oh, honey," she crooned, tapping her acrylic nails on the counter. "You aren't a real part of this family yet. Until you guys are officially married, you don't get a vote. For this holiday weekend, you are just the Airbnb host for our family vacation. I am the VIP guest. So, chop chop, better get to work." She smirked, fully believing she had asserted her dominance. But she forgot one glaringly obvious detail. Ethan and I bought this farmhouse together 50-50. My name is the primary one on the mortgage. I looked right at her, nodded slowly, and said, "Okay, Carol, I will be your Airbnb host." I slid her color-coded itinerary straight into the trash can and walked upstairs. Day 1. Carol waited on the back porch expecting me to bring her a freshly made pitcher of iced margaritas. I didn't. Around 3 in the afternoon, she marched into my office, demanding to know where her drinks were. I didn't even look away from my screen. "Standard host services do not include a private bartender," I said, keeping my tone perfectly neutral. "There is tap water in the sink. Enjoy your stay." She gasped, looking completely utterly shocked, and violently slammed my office door. Day 2. She tried to hand me a giant wicker basket, overflowing with her dirty laundry. I sipped my tea, paused for a long moment, and smiled. "I am so sorry, but on-site laundry facilities are reserved for the property owners. The nearest public laundromat is 12 miles down the highway. I highly recommend checking their Yelp reviews." She turned bright purple, screaming about how disrespectful I was being to my elders. I just slipped on my noise-canceling headphones and closed my eyes. By day 3, the morning of the big party, the house was empty. No patriotic streamers, no potato salad, and definitely no sparkling water. Carol was sitting at the kitchen island, stress-eating dry cereal straight from the box. At noon, Ethan walked through the front door, absolutely exhausted, fully expecting the rich smell of barbecue. Instead, he walked into a dead silent kitchen. "What on earth is going on in here?" Ethan asked, dropping his luggage. Carol jumped up, pointing a visibly shaking finger at my face. "She ruined everything, Ethan. She is lazy, she is spiteful, and she refused to lift a single finger for your family." Ethan looked at me, completely confused. I stood up, walked over to the counter, and kept my voice perfectly steady. "Well," I said, making direct eye contact with Carol, "your aunt informed me that I am not real family yet. She explicitly told me I was just the, quote, Airbnb host, unquote. So I provided the property. The beds have fresh sheets, the Wi-Fi password is on the fridge, and the smoke detectors have batteries. My hosting duties are completely fulfilled." Ethan slowly turned to look at his aunt. The color instantly drained from her face. "You came into the house that we bought together." His voice was terrifyingly calm and dangerously quiet. "And you told the woman I love that she wasn't family?" Carol started stammering, desperately trying to backtrack, but it was way too late. Let's just say the entire family ended up ordering soggy takeout that 4th of July. And Carol, she was officially asked to check out of our property 3 days early.